Good morning, everyone. Today I will discuss to you the effects of disasters to human life. The end of a disaster is often just the beginning. Once the storm abates, the smoke clears, and the dust settles, then the recovery process begins. Natural and human-made disasters bring a group of issues which includes the following: public health issues and diseases, injuries, emotional shock, fatalities, population displacement, infrastructural damages, food scarcity, water scarcity, environmental issues, and economic impact. Public health issues and diseases refers to the medical issues that affect a significant portion of a specific population. Disasters often destroy many important facilities that are meant to keep living conditions stable. If these facilities are destructed, there will likely be an increase in disease such as diarrheal infection, malaria, leptospirosis, and respiratory infection since the hygienic condition dropped. Moreover, disasters also destroy many hospitals and medical facilities in which the supply of medicines will be more difficult. Therefore, people will not be able to recover from their diseases. Disasters can also cause injuries. These are the harm or damages in humans' bodies sustained after a disaster. Many people will suffer from injuries such as bone and brain injuries as a consequence of a disaster. Making it worse, the medical treatment in the affected area will be limited since the medical facilities are also being destroyed. Therefore, it will be impossible to treat injuries in an effective way, which can cause adverse long-term health effects. Disasters can also cause emotional shock. Emotional shock happens when you experience a surge of strong emotions and a corresponding physical reaction in response to a stressful event. Apart from injuries, many people will suffer from mental conditions such as sadness, depression, hyperactivity, irritability, and anger, because they will not be able to process or handle the consequences of disasters. Many people may lose their children or other family members, which will shock them emotionally for quite a long period of time, or worse, even for the rest of their lives. Fatality is also one of the worst effects of disasters. These are the multiple deaths caused by either human-made or natural disasters. After a disaster, many people lose their lives. One reason is that the warning systems is not good enough to save the lives of many people, most especially in developing countries. Moreover, medical facilities are not advanced enough to deal with a large number of heavily injured people at once, which cause an increased mortality. Disasters can also lead to population displacement. Population displacement refers to the forced movement of people from their home or country of origin. Due to disaster, people may lose all their belongings, including their houses and livelihoods. If that happens, people will have to decide whether to rebuild all of it or see a better chance of moving from their homes to another place in order to find a better future there. However, there are also people who intend to go back to their original places after some years of recovery. Infrastructural damages are also one of the effects brought by disasters. This includes the outage of electricity, break in communications, collapse of buildings such as schools and hospitals, and the destruction of roads, bridges, and airports, which are very important in the transportation system. Disasters can also cause food scarcity. This refers to the insufficiency or shortness of food supply. If a disaster destroys a large areas of land, farmers will not be able to harvest enough crops or raise enough cattle to meet the demand. Therefore, the local population will suffer from starvation. Another effect of disasters is water scarcity. This refers to the lack of sufficient water or not having access to safe water supplies. After a disaster, water sources may be polluted, thus the water supply may decrease dramatically. Also, a scarcity of water supply will be severe when droughts hit areas for quite a long period of time. If that happens, people may move from their place to another place in order to find enough water supply, since we all know that water is very essential to all forms of life here on Earth. Disasters can also cause environmental issues. These are the harmful effects of human activity and natural disasters on the biophysical environment. Disasters may completely defoliate forests and cause other type of structural changes in the ecosystem. Wildlife can be killed or indirectly be impacted through changes in habitat and food availability. Disasters also release pollution and waste, giving bad impact not only to human beings but also to animals. Moreover, disaster can have a great impact in our economy. These are the damage to the assets or properties, such as destruction of residences, businesses, productive capital, agricultural lands, and livestock. For example, an earthquake can lead to a destruction of large areas of land. People will not be able to make their living from farming in these areas. People may lose their livelihoods because of the result of this disaster. So, if the recovery process in these areas takes a long period of time, then the economy will be greatly affected. However, there are also good effects out of disasters. First, it provides people with greater respect and appreciation for nature. After the tragic experience, people will have a deeper understanding on the importance of self-discipline, cooperation, and love for nature. In this way, people will start to do things which can contribute a lot in the nature's preservation, such as reforestation, proper waste disposal, and many more. Also, disasters give communities a chance to improve infrastructure and reprioritize community needs. Plans in constructing infrastructures will be improved since people will realize that the stronger an infrastructure is, the bigger the chance that it won't be distracted right away by any forms of disasters. Also, an assessment of community needs will be conducted in order to identify the strengths and resources still available in the community after the disaster. This assessment provides framework in identifying the services that will support the needs of the people in that community. And that is all my report about the effects of disasters to human life. I hope you have learned something. Thank you for listening, and once again, good day.